Good morning and welcome back to Vineleafstudio. I'm going to make a ring today on the lathe, so that'll be the first ring I've done on video on the new lathe. I'm going to make it out of 5 metallic elements. I'm going to make side cheeks of titanium, and the core will be titanium. There's going to be 2 bands of bronze, and I'm going to space them with another titanium band, but that's going to be undercut, and I'm going to put a malachite inlay in the middle of the ring, so it'll look something like that, hopefully. So I shall see you over at the lathe. I'm going to try a new camera angle because I'm tired of seeing me shots from above, so I'm going to try a different camera angle today. So I shall see you over at the lathe. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to bore my first size out, which is 18.5. Okay, so that should be our first one done. Yep. Right, our next size will be 20.5. No, 19.5, sorry. Six, that will do fine. To 20.49. Close enough. Yeah, we've just got our 2 little bronze elements to do. go. Right. Okay, one more to do, and then we set the mandrel up and start doing the outside. Okay, so all set up. I'm going to skim this down to about 25mm just to bring it somewhere near the finished size, and then we'll put a step in that's 19.5, which will fit inside the bore of this element here. Right, tight fit, look. What's happening there? First of all, we're not tight enough in the mandrel. And our belt's slipping a little bit again. Let's see how it goes. Drop our feet, speed down one. Right, let's see what we get there. Loosen that off and tighten it up again, rather than just tightening it. Nope. That's it. Right. Okay. That should be spot on. Well, it shouldn't slide straight on, but it should, yeah, just wants to catch there. So that should press together nicely. So turn this one next. This one wants to be 20.5, and they'll press together to give us our main ring with our other pieces threaded on. So I'll get that set up and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so once again I'm going to take this down to about 25mm. It's 28 now. Okay, 1.6, this one's 1.6. Perfect. Right. The two bronze rings, they'll get turned when it's all riveted together, and just need to bring the diameter down on this little spacer, which wants to be about 22mm on the OD. So I'll just get that set up and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so we're set up ready to go, and we're going to take this to 21.5mm. Do. What this is going to do, this is just going to space out the two bronze rings so that the whole thing is clamped tight together, nothing can turn, and I'll have a space to put the malachite inlay in. So take that out and we'll get ready to assemble it all. Oh, I've got one more job to do. I'll need to put a little bit of a chamfer or lead in on the back of this part. This is going to be forced right into there, and if I have a little bit of a taper on there, I can spread the end of this so that it's all riveted firmly together when it's finished. So I shall be back with you in a moment. Right, just very quickly, that'll do. I'm going to set a plate up on here because I've got a nice flat bed to do it on, and we'll just tap it all together on here. So I'll be back in a moment or two. Okay, so we've got all our parts here. I've done one more little thing. I've put a chamfer on here. It just means on this one, when it feeds on, there's always a bit of a radius off the point of the tool in the corner. So it just makes sure that that butts up flat against that back flange face. So there's our first piece on. There's our little spacer. That's it there, nice and tight. And then our last piece. And that's a nice tight fit on there. Right, all I have to do now, I need to make sure that this face isn't protruding anywhere. There's a tiny little step. So what we do, get a bit of wet and dry and just flatten that up. It's probably just a burr on the end of the flange. Right, so that looks good. So what we've got to do now is press the whole lot together. Now this is a tight fit, so I'm going to need a soft mallet. I'll just get that. And we just tap it all together. And we knock it through. So everything's tight. Next what I'll do, I'll put in the vise. I won't show you because I don't want to move the camera over there. We'll clamp it in the vise with this, and we swage that out into the chamfer we've put on earlier, and that'll tighten everything up. I'll take a little skim on the top to get everything the same height, and we'll inlay it. When everything's hardened off later, then I'll trim off any excess on this face and polish it all up. Same this face, and we'll put a bit of a comfort fit onto it. So I'll get this riveted together, and I'll see you back on the lathe in a few moments. Okay, so need to crush some malachite for our inlay. I have got some already prepared, but we'll do some more. So I've got a crush pot here, and basically all we do is hit that with the hammer, turn it, hit it, turn it, hit it, till we get the malachite down to the kind of consistency we're after. I won't show that happening. I'll just go off and do it, and we'll come back and put our inlay in. So I shall see you soon. Okay, so everything's nicely tightly fastened together now. Don't know if you can pick up on the camera. We can actually see where this has been flared out to fit inside the chamfer I put on the other piece. That'll never come apart now. It's absolutely rock solid. So I'll mount that on the ring holder. And we'll mix up some malachite, the inlay. Okay, I've got my usual adhesive. and give that a good mix up. It's quite a coarse mix because I want the individual pieces of stone to be visible in the inlay, not just a powder. We start putting it around. Right, I'll put the UV light on just to stiffen that up because it is trying to run out. And then I'll put this under the UV light. We've got some spaces that still need filling up. That's okay. We'll let this harden off first. I'll come back, I'll fill that in, and then I'll leave it overnight to chemically harden, and we'll have a proper good hard inlay after that. So I shall speak to you again tomorrow. Well, good morning. Nicely hardened off now. The epoxy I use, it's a UV epoxy, but also hardens chemically as well. So over the course of 24 hours, it really hardens off. So doesn't look very pretty now. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, so we're set up on a mandrel. I'm just going to level it off, and then I'll be able to hold it to keep it in the 3-jaw chuck, so we can do the inside and put a bit of a comfort fit on it. So, okay, that'll do for now. That is going to look nice. Right, I'll take it out to the mandrel and put it in the chuck. When we put back on the mandrel to finish the outside off, I think I might bevel it. We'll make a decision later. Where are we at? There we go. Rather nice already. Okay, and the green will actually darken up when we polish it properly. Yeah, okay, so I've got the grinder. Here we go. One side done. I'll give that a polish. turn it around and do the other side. I also need to take that excess off. It's looking okay. But okay, that looks pretty good. I'll give it a proper polish when we're done. Okay, so I've canted the slide over at 10 degrees, and we'll see if that's good enough. Now I'll tip the tool around 10 degrees the other way and do the back side. Right, ready to go. Right, I'm gonna just put a tiny little chamfer front and back. Okay. So, front and back. Okay, so that's looking rather nice. I'll put a cotton mop on the grinder and we'll give it a good polish. Okay, so all set, ready to go. Okay, now just need to see how dark that green's gone, but it'll lighten up again when I put through the ultrasonic bath. So what I'll do next is polish the inside. Pretty good. Right, I'll just do this in my hand, I don't want to hold it in the chuck again. put in the ultrasonic bath now, give it a clean, and we'll see what we've got. I think that's about done. Well, thank you for sticking with me through another video. It came out rather nice. I made one change to the process. I decided after it came out of the ultrasonic bath, it was too shiny. So you couldn't really see the bronze bands. So I repolished it with some wet and dry, and gave it a softer shine. I'll put a photograph up at the end so you can have a good look at it. And I think that'll be going into the Etsy store pretty soon. It's rather nice. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're not a subscriber, it'd be great if you subscribed. I'm on 87 subscribers now, which I'm rather pleased with. When it hits 100, there'll be a titanium ring up for grabs. So if you're not a subscriber, I'll subscribe now. And I'll think of something to do. Perhaps come up with a name for the lathe, something like that. So I hope I see you again soon. Take a look in the Etsy store if you like what I do, and I'd always try to answer any comments, questions or queries. So thanks again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.